Good evening. Welcome to the Stephen Knight Show. Hope you had a great summer and had a great day. We are back to continue out season 15 of the Stephen Knight Show. Today we're breaking down the latest and hot topics that everyone's been talking about. Rapper Young Thug's leaked jail calls has the hip hop world in the chokehold. Singer Kiki Wyatt and Kelly Price are facing backlash for separate reasons, and we'll tell you why. Plus, we'll have an update on circumstances surrounding the legendary Angie Stone's death and much more. We're monitoring all over social media, Facebook, Blue Sky, and X. And of course, our YouTube channel, The Stephen Knight Show. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We definitely appreciate you. Family, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? How was your summer? What y'all do? Anything great?
We fine over here. Everything's good. Had a great summer.
Yeah. How are you, Brittany? How was yours?
That was cool. We had a fun summer. So it's winding down. Fall is my season. So I'm ready for that.
And I know you had some family things happening, but how are you doing? How'd you and your family?
I'm grieving.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm okay.
Well, thoughts and prayers to you and your family.
Yeah.
Well, if you've been following the tease around us coming back today, we announced that we had a big announcement, and here it is. So, after 15 incredible years, I wanted to share with you all that the Stephen Knight Show will be coming to an end on Monday, December 8th of this year. Over the years, we've had the honor of interviewing so many amazing people, from celebrities and filmmakers to independent music artists and reality stars. We also had impactful conversations on topics that matter, from religion and relationships to dating and mental health. I'm incredibly proud of the work that we've done in this space we've created together. The Stephen Knight Show has been a true labor of love, and it has been an unforgettable journey. For the past 2 years, I've been quietly reflecting on when the right time to end the Stephen Knight Show might be, and over the summer, I found peace in the decision. I now know that this is the right time to close out this chapter. That said, we're not done yet. I look forward to finishing the final season strong. To our loyal listeners, our amazing guests, and of course to my incredible co-hosts, past and present, thank you for being part of this journey. Thank you for believing in the show and for showing up episode after episode, and for your help in me building something truly special. And let's make these last few months count. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you, my family right here, my current cast, my current family. Thank you all so much. And I know you all knew that this was coming today. What are some of your reactions to Stephen Knight Show in and after 15 seasons? I'll start with you, Chika, because you've been here the longest.
Um, so to be honest, I always wondered when this day would come from the beginning,
You had
just
mentioned that.
because
Yeah.
it was always it was great from the beginning, at least for me.
Yeah.
And you know, I was told by someone wise once, don't worry about when things are bad because you know they're bound to be good. You worry when things are good because the goodness is going to come to an end. So
Yeah.
that's kind of sort of the mindset that I've had over all these years. Is like, okay, we get to go another season. We get to go another season. We get to go. Don't take any of it for granted.
Yeah.
And the Stephen Knight Show has offered me so many gifts in return. Like, I'm forever grateful. So it's run its course. I am happy that we have a legacy
Mm-hmm.
and that we've made a dent in this podcast world. Because remember, we were doing it before most people even knew what it was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Linnea, you are a friend of the show way before you became a co-host. And what are your thoughts? I know you called me when I let everyone know you called me. So what are your thoughts?
Basically, when I called you, I said, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you did.
People don't like change.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is when it's time to pivot, people will ignore the signs that lead up to that.
Yeah.
And there may be an intention to go out on a high note, but because they ignored those signs, it doesn't end that way.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, no decision is quick.
Right.
Um, and like you said, you've been contemplating for a few years.
Mhm.
So to finally be at peace with the decision, that you're making ultimately, um, ultimately gave you a form of power
Mhm. Yeah.
to be okay. Just
Yeah.
like, just like in the grieving process, I mean, you're going to go through your ebbs and flows.
Right.
So with that being said, like I told you, I wasn't surprised.
Mhm.
And, it's been a journey because, I've been on as a guest,
Yeah.
I've been on,
Mhm.
as a co-host. So, I'm grateful to have been a part of this journey, and it's okay to move on to other things.
Yeah.
It's okay to close chapters,
Mhm.
because then that means you get to open up a whole other beautiful chapter of whatever that may be.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you for that. And Brittany rolled her eyes at me when we talked about it. And Brittany, you were a guest co-host, and then you were shortly after became a co-host. And what are your thoughts?
I was a pleasant accident. Like the oops baby.
Yeah.
Like that's how I was. Like
Sure.
we
Yeah.
was talking about it at work, and then I was like, well, I got tons of opinions that
Yeah.
nobody pays me for. And you was like, well, why you don't come say something?
Right.
Like,
Right.
and then I ended up liking it. Like I would have never thought I would have had an opportunity to do something like this. I didn't think nobody cared.
Mm.
I always thought my opinions were unwarranted and stuff like that. So I kind of look forward to it every Monday, even to the point where I would be in my car
Yeah.
trying to get my
Yeah.
opinion because I was mad as hell about that little Wayne snub for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
You
So
were. You were.
it's like, so I enjoyed it. It was a pleasant surprise. And so I hate to see it go because I feel like I didn't get long enough with it to do it with y'all. I would have had so much fun starting off. So, but I
Right.
understand and I'm, happy for you. I thought you were going to drop some other news, but we'll talk about that off camera.
And we're still here till December, but yeah, I definitely wanted to let everyone know, so that people know, people know. But I do feel at peace with it. I'm gonna miss it, but do feel at peace with the decision. My mother always said, you made the right decision when you have peace with it, and I really do. I really do. I wouldn't have 2 years ago.
Mm.
All right. Well, let's get to the show. So the question of the day is this: when do you introduce your new romantic interest to your close friends and family? I start with you, Lanier. I know you've been off the market for a long time, but what advice would you give?
Oh God. I That's a good question. Um, because feel like I feel like it depends on, where you are when it comes to your family and where
Yeah,
you are when it comes to the person that you're dealing with.
yeah.
And sometimes people end up meeting not on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So I think it all depends. Um, oh my God, it's been 9 years for Jay
Right.
and I. So um, mm, I I didn't I didn't meet his kids until like a year
Mm.
after we had,
Yeah.
started dating. Um, and yeah, and no, I think I met his mom first.
Okay.
Um, because we had already known of each other.
Okay.
So so yeah, I met his mom first, and then I met his kids like a year later.
Okay.
But his kids were younger. My son is older, so it's kind
Right.
of different for me because my son is older.
Yeah.
So I understand that waiting when you have younger kids. I mean, they're older now, but when you have younger kids, it definitely should be
Absolutely.
a nice period. Like if you know that there's something that you might seriously be going into,
Yeah.
but not something that you're just playing around with. No.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chike, what advice did you give?
So, two things can be true at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's, on one hand, you want to wait until you can solidly know that that person is for you.
Right.
And then on the other hand, you might want to throw them in the ring in there to see how it's going to go, because you
Yeah.
need some advice from your friends and your family, as opposed to the thoughts of what they think. And it's not about what other people think, but it's about, is there going to be a chemistry here? Will they mesh? Will there be some kind of conflict? And there are certain members of my family and my friends, if there's going to be a conflict, then there's no, if Lania Love doesn't like you, we can't be together.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Y'all brother sister.
And
So.
sometimes you gotta rip the band-aid off right away, and
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta wait and see.
Because
So
you want the best for your people. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's
two
true.
things can be true at the same time.
Absolutely. Brittany, what do you think?
As usual, I need more context because I mean, I was raised from a different generation. So, yes, like it was a time when it meant something. But this newer generation of Negroes that
New
God has
age.
left on this earth for the rest of us single folk, they are some different breeds. And you will meet their mama, and the side chick will meet their mama, and the other side chick will meet their mama, and everybody in rotation of who visiting the mama on what holiday. And for me, it's just like it don't mean, and then I would know the baby name too. And you got me effed up if because I'd be like, I met your mama, and they don't mean nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, it meant something. Nowadays, the mama know everybody he messing with, and they all be at her house, and there is no loyalty. So I need to know what generation we talking about? Are we talking about how we was raised or how they
Right.
acting right now?
That is
Because
true.
I don't know. Like for me, I always thought that not everybody meet your mama. Like I'm a girl, and I still be very iffy about. My mom might meet them, but my extended family, like my kids, all of that, might won't meet them.
Yeah.
But these men's that got left on earth,
This new
they
age.
different.
It's funny that you said it because I saw one homeboy over the weekend. And he was telling me how he was hanging out with his brother, and so when the brother wasn't around, his wife kept asking him questions. So, have you seen this? Have you seen this? I ain't saying nothing.
Everybody, they be know the family know everybody, and it just be like they be on the hush with the man. So now you gotta cuss him out, his sister out, because they all
They
know
don't in
about it,
cahoots,
and
right?
he'll tell you, you're like, oh no, mm-mm.
Well, I think it depends too. I think every situation always depends. Like who's the person? What are your ideals? Like, how do y'all see each other? And then I think you all have to establish that for yourself first before you bring other people involved. But I also do agree with you saying that do they next to the flow of my family, my friends, who I'm closest with, is it going to be a clash? I mean, so I think it depends on the situation. But go on Blue Sky or X and let us know, when do you introduce your new romantic interest to your close friends and family? And that's Stephen Knight Show, SHO on X, and The Stephen Knight Show on Blue Sky. All right, so Young Thug's leaked jails calls have stirred up a storm in the hip hop world, revealing intimate conversations, controversial remarks, and emotional confessions, all recorded during his incarceration from 2022 to 2024. Now, these calls are now circulating widely online, offering a raw glimpse into his personal life and relationships, as well as his thoughts on fellow artists. Here's a little bit of breakdown, and I know, Brittany, you want to talk about the love after lockup, as you call it. That's going to be our later conversation. But first, withdrawal and apologies. So, in Young Thug, he addresses the leak calls. Thug opens up about his emotional toll of jail and defends his leaked comments, saying, "Whatever I said it, I can say twice." Reflects on his mental state and isolation during incarceration. Young Thug calls Gorilla ugly AF on a leaked jail call. The Thug makes harsh comments about the rapper Gorilla, which he later publicly apologized for, citing stress and regret. Industry beef and artist commentary. Young Thug's alleged jail calls leak compiles multiple clips where Thug discusses artists like Gunna, Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne, and Rihanna, sparking debates about loyalty and betrayal. He destroys Future in an embarrassing leak call, which he criticizes Future's parenting priorities, further fueling tensions between the two. Then he reveals reason behind the Drake I'm sorry. He has perspective into Drake and Metro Boom falling out, suggesting deeper industry rifts. Now, There's still speculation on how these leaks got out, but the recordings have not only reignited public interest in Young Thug's legal saga between, also reshaped perceptions of his relationship's reputation, whether seen as breach of privacy or revealing look into troubled time. They undoubtedly become a major moment in hip hop discourse. Now, he did recently, I think yesterday, he took to social media and he said to everyone involved in the situation, I'm sorry this is happening, and I hope you guys can forgive me. I'm moving forward with life. Thank you, God. Now, we'll talk about his relationship with his girlfriend, Mariah, the scientist. But what do you think about these? I'll start with you, Linnea. What do you think about these leak calls? And I know, what's his name? The shoot, he was
Shirley Strawberry.
uh,
Shirley Strawberry's husband, their phone calls were her ex. I
yeah.
guess it's her ex-husband now.
Yeah, so what do you think about these leaks and like what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, we already know that those calls are recorded,
Yeah.
but the the purposefully leaking those calls is done intentionally.
Yeah.
I wonder if there had been some form of request for some financial type of situation beforehand that we don't know about.
Right.
Or if there was like a warning when these people weren't. I don't know if Shirley Strawberry's husband or ex-husband is still locked up, but is Young Thug still, is he in jail? Is he out? Or
He's out.
he's out. Or if
Recently released.
okay, or if something happened inside that we don't know about, but for someone to feel that comfortable to do it at a particular time,
Right.
it's done at a particular time, which, is it extortion, or is it for extortion? Is it for embarrassment? Is it for exposure? Like, what's the purpose of you leaking these calls? I don't know I feel like in that type of system, everything has to be logged, right? So if someone has these calls are logged. You can't tell who went in to access these calls. Is that what you're telling me? Because if they're already recorded, that means they're on the database and they're recorded. And that means, just like with Chike, correct me if I'm wrong, everything in a hospital that you got access, you gotta use your badge.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm like, don't you have to go through something? Just like when you got to go to a police station and get your stuff, you got to get it out of the place.
Right.
And you sign, you got to log it out. They got to log it in. Then you got to get it out and sign for it that you got everything that was logged in. I don't know.
Yeah. Brittany, what are your thoughts on these calls being released? Like, what do you think the backstory is? Because we know there's a lot of issues in our prison system, which is very publicly documented. But like Linnea was saying, something as calls that are already recorded, and I'm sure they're transcribed. How someone able to leak that?
I mean, just like it's just technology today. Like if somebody's there monitoring it and they could be easily recording it and listening to it. Like on this meeting, I could be recording this meeting without anybody's knowledge because I have my cell phone sitting next to the computer. Like it can happen. In my mind, I just be more so hold yourself accountable. Like the first thing they say is this is a collect call. You're going to be accepting these charges and you on a recorded line.
Yeah.
Why would I then go and say anything that I don't want repeated on a recorded line? And I think that even working in HR ourselves, we are put in a position where we have jobs that we have to hold ourselves to a certain level. I can't be on social media posting myself in a certain light or saying things that might blow back on my company because of the position that I chose to. So, Doug, if you chose to be a rapper, then you chose to do criminal activities, then you put yourself in a prison to where now your phone calls are being recorded when you pillow talking to your girl. You have to be aware that there are evil people out here that will take your private calls on a recorded line and leak them. Like for me, it's just like how stupid can you be to be like, oh, they gonna do the right thing and you in jail for illegal activities. Duh. If you illegal, then they gonna be illegal. Like that. I mean, that's 2 + 2 to me. I just don't understand why he would not have assumed the worst
Yeah.
And then in my mind, what is the definition of snitching? Because me and my friend were going back and forth. In my mind, snitching is telling business and somebody else suffering the consequence of you taking their business and telling their business on them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind, he's mad at Gunna for taking a plea, and he's calling this person a snitch. But then he going around telling all of Future business about how Future had some girls getting abortions, and how he ran up in them with not wearing condoms, and how he had a baby mama on the trip with his side chick. And in my mind, that's snitching
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know what if who knows what. So I just feel like it's very much the pot calling the kettle black and playing the victim. And I really hope that he goes and sits with himself and does work on himself and his spirituality with the Lord, because he fighting some demons. And I think I did see in the comments that they believe that the DA Fannie Willis leaked the cause.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty fucking funny. Like, but like I love him. Like, keep dropping the recordings. He was stupid enough to do it. I want to hear all of it. Like,
I think
I'm ready for the next one.
the scary part is you don't know what's coming next. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
this
he was
thing,
mad at Drake for not going to the president to get him a pardon. He was mad at. He was mad at. All right, he going in. He
yeah,
had time for days. Yeah, I'm
that's when you
just
bored. You
like,
got nothing to do in jail.
yeah, but it says you're on a recorded line, dummy. I'm just confused.
So Chike, he did apologize to everyone in the situation online. He said he's moving forward. Thank you, God, in capital letters. Is he able to
Hold
move?
on, Steven. He did say my bad twin to Glorilla. That ain't no
Yeah.
apology. Chike, he did not apologize correctly to Glorilla. He
Chike,
called her twin.
can he come back from this?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Um, public perception is a tricky beast. You
Yeah.
know, that's a tricky thing to work with.
Mm.
Um, if in my opinion, if he were able to back this up with a dope ass track and some slick ass lyrics, they would forget all about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
With the industry though.
but it wouldn't matter. Like if the people accepted it, his fans accepted it, and he was hot like that again from a product, they
Yeah.
would have no choice but to accept him because he was hot. You know what I mean?
He dropped the song and it's horrible.
Yeah, he did drop some.
That that's never gonna work.
Yeah.
That's not gonna do
He,
it.
in the midst of all of this, he dropped the song after an interview and it was trash.
Yeah.
He
I don't
talked
know
And
about
how do we
one
know?
song by
How
this.
do we know that this leak wasn't part of publicity? You know, it's allegedly that people are doing crazy things for publicity these days. No
that makes
names
sense.
mentioned, but you know, allegedly people are running around here doing things in the name of album releases. So, you know,
Can you imagine though
PR people cost a lot of money. In case people don't know, PR people cost a lot of
oh
money, and if
That
you
do
can
make
create
sense
your own
though.
PR, good for you.
yeah.
Whether that's a good or bad, I can't say, but if you're willing to take your career in your own hands that way, so be it.
Can you imagine? Because I'm sure he probably, well, I'm hoping initially he probably was kind of cautious of what he said on there, but when he's sitting there for 2 years and time's not moving and you in jail, you just start getting comfortable and you just can you imagine everything you said about anybody.
No, how about this one? Can you imagine what he's saying inside, not on the phone to the other
Right.
inmate?
Yeah. Yeah.
They said, damn, nobody else had phone time but him. He was on the phone the whole fucking 2 years.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So it's amazing how some men complain that women run their mouth so much, but in this new
Oh,
age of men,
the new
men
age.
out here got boo-boo mouths.
Yeah.
Like they just running all over the place. They talking about everything. They talking about the women that they slept with. They talking about, like, he sat there and had a whole.
We
What
about to
did
talk about
Glorilla do to you for you to call that woman
that.
ugly?
Right.
Was that just like random? Like I couldn't tell you a young whatever this man names is song. I don't even know none of his songs.
Right.
But how do you talk about this woman and you talk to it? Hey, I ain't no Future fan, but didn't you have conversations with some other women's
Uh-huh.
and your girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
You cheated on your girlfriend and you
Yeah.
talking about you want somebody to have your baby other than your girlfriend.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So
But on
Young
top
Thug.
of that, like it's the fact that even with the whole Glorilla thing, he's not considered a her career because now, like they said, how Glorilla brought her on stage to perform for her single, and now like it's gonna tear like features up for her.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Young Thug is apologizing to his girlfriend Mariah the Scientist after leaked jail calls revealed him speaking to other women and admitting to cheating. So this past Sunday, Young Thug took to X to apologize to Mariah the Scientist. He wrote, "My baby, I was wrong, and I'm sorry for what I put you through. You deserve better from me. Thank you for everything, and I will do anything to make this work. You showed me what love is, and I hope I haven't lost you forever. Everybody, leave her out of this, please. She's innocent, girl, and feels bad about all of this. Please give her peace." Now, Mariah Sliman reacted to the by posting lyrics to her song "Rainy Days." She said, particularly shared the parts of her singing about love and hatred coexisting, resentment and being naive, not ignorant, and praying for love instead of common sense. Still, all right. So apparently, this arrives after two jail calls leaked surfaced on the internet. The first revealed that the rapper admitted to cheating on a single girlfriend in leaked jail call. He's speaking with another man about Mariah seemingly busting him on audio. I'm sorry, yeah, busting him. On the audio, he reportedly first leaked Saturday afternoon. Thug addresses a tense exchange with him and Mariah. He said that she confronted him on the phone about another woman allegedly posting photos from inside his Atlanta condo. On the leaked call, he admitted to the other man. One of my hoes and one of my little girls, she was posting stuff on the internet at my condo for a long time, from a long time ago. And he recalled how Mariah confronted him directly, and he told her that it was a long time ago, but actually it was the days before he was arrested in 2018. And he kind of laughed it off. And then the second call that leaked, he was talking to another woman, as Linnea related to. Um, She first started asking off he asked her what he was doing. He told her, hey, he misses her blank. And he talking about when he gets out, they're gonna have a baby. He asked her, when did she have one? He said, I got you. And then when they got off, he said, I love you. She said, I love you too. Love you more. Um, okay. I'm not to defend him, but again, this man was in jail. He didn't know he was getting out. He probably was just talking to be talking. But that does not make it right. So, Chike, as a man, I'm not defending him, but can you see if you in that jail knowing you just talking, you just talking to be talking. But he was wrong. So what are your thoughts on him apologizing? Because now she's hearing these leak calls. Brittany's cracking up. She's hearing these leak calls, where he's kind of confessing some things. What are your thoughts?
I just think that brother's in a really bad way,
Yes.
and that's putting it mildly.
Right.
He has nothing but time, right?
Yeah.
All he can do is really think and
Yeah.
talk, right? Apparently. So he's talking and then he's gonna have to think, and then he's gonna have to start talking again, and
Right.
then he's gonna have to think again. So it's a perpetual cycle for him. It's like he's in his own little hell. I would not want to be him for any amount of money ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Send out prayers for that man. He's struggling right now.
Brittany, I know this one you said you called it love after lockup. What are your thoughts on this?
This, oh my God. It was how you laughed and you was like, wait, look, I understand. That was funny. No,
I want to know what his birthday is. Go ahead. I want to know his birthday. I'm looking up. Go ahead.
like you said, like I can give him grace. He's a man in jail with needs. But they said audio leak that he
Oh
was
yeah, with
sleeping
him
with a
wanted.
correctional officer.
I think it was a Pisces, but he's a Leo. Go ahead.
They said the audio leaked that he was sleeping with a correctional officer.
Yeah.
Like he confessed to that too while he was
I
in
mean, he
there.
was
So
just
that
talking.
he was just talking. He told little baby he was sleeping with one of the correctional officers. So I mean, in my mind, I guess the problem that I'm having is he was doing this before he went into jail.
Yeah.
She had got into it with his baby mamas.
Yeah.
He has been riding with him till the wheels fell off. And baby, the wheels is off. Like, I just wish he would let it go. Because like I'm saying before, like to the Glorilla point, I love her new album. She just dropped an album. It's so dope. I
Mhm.
really like Mariah the Scientist. She has a great little vibe about her. It's kind of like indie music. I really like her.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that she had her single Burning Blue out before all of this popped up. And Glorilla was really be trying to bring in people, trying to break in and have that hot single come out
Mhm.
and introduce her on stage, allow her to perform. And I think that she is blocking her blessings being attached to this man, even to the point where they were on a red carpet and they were trying to interview Mariah about her single they dropped, Burning Blue. And I don't know if y'all paid attention to the pre-carpet, but Thug would not let her stop to do press for
Mm.
her single.
Ashes has an
He yanked
album.
her down the carpet
Yeah.
to the seat and to be seated. And everybody had something to say about that too, because he was avoiding press just getting out of prison. He
Mhm.
didn't want to talk about it and address any questions, but he stopped his girl from having her moment because she's an artist in her own right. And I don't think that she's understanding that attaching herself to him is bringing her down. Now, because of who her man is, nobody was wanting to work with her because she was sitting on them calls laughing and giggling while he talking about other people.
That's not funny. But Linnea. But that's why they say be careful who you choose as your partner, because they can ruin your life. Um, Mariah the Science, what's your advice to her? Should she move on?
So I just looked up who this chick was, and then I looked up Young Thug.
Yeah.
Young Thug ain't got no business talking about nobody looks. Um, at all. Full period. Full stop.
Twin is crazy.
None. And this Mariah the Scientist, she's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Beautiful
And
girl.
she sometimes the person you're sleeping with is your biggest hater.
Yes.
And you insist on trying to hold on to someone who is your biggest hater
Right.
because you love them. No, you don't even know what love is.
Hmm.
There's a toxicity that keeps you glued to this person.
Yeah.
Um, and that person is not only, what is it? There's a soul tie.
Hmm.
And when it's bad, it's an evil soul tie
Yeah.
because you've attached yourself to this person who, if it's not about him because he's selfish, it damn sure ain't gonna be about you.
Right.
Based off of what Brittany just said. So obviously this is nothing new. And I remember seeing a picture. They were at a game and she looked so miserable
Mm.
in this particular picture. They were sitting on the sidelines and she just didn't look happy. And even if she was laughing and giggling on that call, based off of what Brittany just said, you put yourself in a position being attached to this man where you are going to mess up your own thing,
That's true.
being attached to this man. And you're getting into it with you want to get into it with baby mamas, then obviously you like it. You like
Yeah.
it. I love it.
That's true. I mean, you gotta be careful. This is her moment. Like you said, you just released a new album. You're on the biggest carpet at the VMAs. You can't promote it because of your man.
She just had a performance after all these leaked videos.
I
One of
saw it.
her features pulled her on, and she's literally on stage fighting tears, singing the song that she made about him.
Wow. Wow. Hope they
All
figure.
off key at that. All off key. It was horrible.
Man, they're young, and but she don't. I don't want her to get older and look back like, man, I had an opportunity and I let this man mess it up. So,
She's 35 years old.
oh, I thought they were 20.
She's
How old is she?
27. She's
Uh,
Oh
20.
yeah, she
oh,
young.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That man is 34. I'm sorry, whatever.
Oh, come on,
He
Mariah.
middle aged. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, listen, when we come back, find out why singers Kiki White and Kelly Price are both facing backlash for separate reasons, and update on the death of Angie Stone. Back in a moment.